Welcome into the Broncos Breakdown. I'm Matthew Peterson. Before we get into some overreactions for Week 2, unfortunately got some bad news for you guys. Linebacker Josie Jewell is done for the year. Tore pec in Week 2 against the Jags. A tough blow right there. You never want to lose a starting player no matter what side of the ball. Here's what Ian Rappaport, and you know what he says is true. Josie Jewell does have a torn pec, the MRI confirmed. He went down early in the game against the Jaguars, and at first didn't look like it was overly serious. They kind of labeled it as a shoulder injury, if I remember correctly, but ultimately it's a torn pec, and that's it for him for 2021. So let's push over the linebacker depth chart here. Look at what we're facing now. So I've got Josie Jewell going to IR. That's not official yet, but it will be. Bradley Chubb, I think, will go to IR as well. Kind of re-aggravated that ankle injury against the Jags. You only have to miss 3 weeks now on IR, so it seems like a pretty safe bet that if you're going to be out for at least 2, which all signs are pointing to that, why not put him on IR, get an extra roster spot, and shut it down for a couple weeks. So below Jewell, I'm expecting Cooper, the Ohio State Buckeye, who was pretty good in the preseason, if I do say so myself, to slot up along with Mincy. I think this linebacker room for the Broncos will be okay. Jewell started all 16 games last year for Denver, so that's a tough loss to have, but it's not a season-ending loss or a season-altering loss like a Von Miller or Bradley Chubb, knock on wood. So let me know what you're thinking, though. How big of a loss is this for the Broncos, losing Josie Jewell? I don't have a scale for you guys because this could go a multitude of directions. Let me know what you're thinking. Take this time to sound off in the comments. Let me know how big of a loss is Jewell for this Broncos team this season. Broncos fans, if you're pumped about being 2-0, then go ahead and subscribe right now to the Broncos Breakdown. Guys, I can't guarantee, like I said last time, that subscriptions will equal wins throughout the season, but go ahead and subscribe because right now when you're 2-0, why not enjoy the good times, let them roll, pop down, give me a subscription so that the Raiders and the Chiefs and the Chargers fans can see the Broncos are coming for them. All right, now time for some Week 2 overreactions. It's Overreaction Monday, so just take it with a grain of salt. You can decide how big that salt piece is, but just understand it's an overreaction. Some people got a little grumpy last time. Let's start things off with the Broncos will start 6-0. This is probably the most far-fetched overreaction we're going to give you guys today. But when you're off to your best start in quite some time, and you actually have not won one but 2 games in September after going 0-6 the last 2 Septembers, then why not? Why not roll it all the way out to 6-0? Look at the upcoming schedule for the Broncos. It's possible, okay? It's also the NFL. Anyone can win any given Sunday. We see it every single week. But Week 3 at the Jets, Zach Wilson, 4 INTs, was just cold trash, cold garbage, cold New York City subway trash against the Patriots last week. That's a very plausible win. Ravens, they knocked off the Chiefs. They look like a great team, but we know that they are susceptible. They lost to the Raiders in Week 1. Why not have them fall in Denver? Then Broncos go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers just lost to the Raiders, who, by the way, are the only other AFC team that is undefeated. But I think, yeah, why not? Why not pick up a win in Pittsburgh? Ben Roethlisberger is just basically playing out of a wheelchair right now. This Broncos defense can make life miserable for him. Week 6 against the Raiders. I think this Raiders team is extremely overrated. They are not a kind of team that's 2-0. I fully expect a Raiders crumble and meltdown as they always do down the stretch. And then the tough one, Week 7 at the Browns. To me, that's the toughest game. It's on the road, Thursday night, short week. Cleveland, great team in the AFC as well. That's going to be the toughest matchup so far. But why not give them a 6-0 start? What do you think the Broncos' record will be this season, though? Let me know in the comments. It's certainly looking good, not only after a 2-0 start, but picking up 2 road wins. Haven't even had your home opener yet. So, positive stuff right there. Who knows? The Broncos, last time they started off 6-0, they did something like winning the Super Bowl. Why not let history repeat itself again from 2015? Next up, overreaction on Monday. Courtland Sutton will finish top 5. That's top 5 receiving yards in the NFL because he had a career day against the Jags on Sunday. And why not pair him up a little bit more with Teddy Bridgewater this season, who is not a game manager anymore. He took that book and he burned it, and now he is letting it air out down the field. Sutton, 173 yards, little quiet in week 1. First game back from that ACL tear 12 months prior. Maybe a little cautious, but he's getting trust back in that knee. He is exploding off of it. He is cutting off of it. He could really go for some Demaryius Thomas type numbers. Sutton to finish top 5 in the receiving yards category this season. I think it's doable. I have no doubt in that. There's some tough competition, all right, but look what he's currently going up against here. Here's top 5 as of week 2. This is a small sample size. I'm just showing you guys this so you guys can have a reference point of where he needs to catch up to. I don't expect Deebo Samuel to finish top 5. Tyler Lockett's too boomer bust for me week in and week out. Cooper Kupp kind of in that Lockett bracket. Tyreek Hill for sure. Brandon Cooks, probably one of the more underappreciated receivers in the NFL. I just think there's room for Courtland Sutton to come out of the NFL season top 5 in receiving yards. But I'm going to throw a game at you guys. Over or under 1,112 yards this season for Sutton. Type in O for over or U for under in the comments. I cherry-picked that number for a reason. That's Courtland Sutton's career high in a season going back 2 seasons ago. Will he break it this year? Him and Teddy Bridgewater sure look like they can do that. Let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. Broncos fans, we have you guys covered at BetUS. Our sportsbook partnership has a great deal for you. Here's what you got to do. Use the link at the bottom of your screen. There's only 2 steps. That's step 1. Super simple. chatsports.com/bet. Then use promo code Broncos125. What they're going to do is hook you guys up with a 125% deposit bonus. You put $100 in, you got $225 to spend on, I don't know, say the Broncos Week 3 odds. They are in New York once again, this time playing the other team, the Jets. They're favored by 11 points on the road, and why not? The Jets looked abysmal against the Patriots in Week 2. Bill Belichick sure knows how to play against rookie quarterbacks, and over-under's pretty low at 41, although the Broncos have been under victims through 2 weeks so far against the Giants and the Jags. So 41 may seem rather too low for this Broncos offense that has the capability to put up close to 30 points. But let me know what you guys are thinking. But most importantly, go ahead and sign up right now at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Broncos125. All right, final Week 2 overreaction. Patrick Surtain will win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I put this one last because I don't even know how big of an overreaction this is. He was one of the bigger favorites coming into this season. The only knock on him was how much depth there was at the cornerback position, how much playing time would he get sitting behind players like Fuller and Darby and Callahan. Well, with Darby to IR, that opened up a starting role, and I fully expect Surtain to hold on to that starting role even after Darby returns if he plays like he did against the Jags in the coming week. So here are the favorite odds right now for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Surtain has moved himself up to number 1. Handful of places have had him second behind Micah Parsons going into this season. Parsons has been fine. He hasn't been, a lock. It's only been 2 weeks so far. And then after that, there's a big drop-off. So I think so far, it's just a two-headed race between Surtain and Parsons. Those are the odds. I sure like it, but let me know. Do you think Patrick Surtain will win Defensive Rookie of the Year? Give me a Y for yes or N for no. I'm going to put him down as a Y. 1 interception in his first start. The ceiling could go way higher. I mean, it could go mile high for Patrick Surtain, PS2. Let me know what you're thinking, though, in the comments of this video.